Airsoft friends, and welcome to this video today, where today I'm going to be spending over £5,000 on Airsoft kit. But before we get into our little spending spree, I just want to say a big thank you to all of my wonderful patrons who support the channel month after month. You guys are amazing, and I really couldn't do this without you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the big old subscribe button. It really means a lot to me, and it helps the channel grow so fast. So yeah, thank you very much. Now back to the spending spree. First of all, this is not my money, unfortunately. I have a friend of mine who wants to get into Airsoft with his son, and he said to me, here's £5 grand, go buy what you think is best. And there was one caveat as well. He wanted a super fancy gun which he could use to show off to his mates. So that's something which I think we're gonna have to have a little bit of a focus on. But first of all, I wanna work out what kit to get his son. Now his son is quite young and he's gonna be getting into Airsoft for the first time. So I wanna make sure that his kit is quite lightweight, easy to use, and also is gonna be a ton of fun as well. It's not just one gun we're gonna be getting for him though, we're going to be getting a few because his dad wants him to have the opportunity to try lots of different things at the same time to see what he likes. So without further ado, what do you think would be good for him? Well, as a go-to primary, I think the G&G Armament ARP9 is going to be a great start. This one looks absolutely perfect. It's only available on back order, but usually doesn't take too long to get these in stock, and it's also discounted down a little bit too, so that is very handy. We will just add that to cart. I do want to get this with a drum mag as well, so he doesn't have to worry about carrying loads of magazines and reloading, or using the little high cap windy mags at the bottom because they're just a pain in the butt. So we will find one of those and add those to this as well. He does want to have a pistol too, and I'm thinking to give him a little bit of versatility, the AAP could be a really good option. So let's see if they've got the AAP in stock. Yes, they do. They've got it in black and they've got it in tan, and they have the stock in stock as well. Let's go for the black one with the stock, because then he can either use it as a pistol or he can use it as like a little SMG too. I always like to try and have a little bit of versatility in my kit, because then you have more options of how you can play when you're out in the field. And I find that when I'm sniping, having the AAP with the stock in my holster is a really nice setup, because if I do want to get a little bit more CQB and clear a building, I can quickly take it out, unfold the stock, and then we're all good to go. I am also going to 3D print him a couple of accessories as well, including my AAP Picatinny foregrip. So if you have an AAP and you don't have this foregrip yet, this will literally change your life. And it's available at projectairsoft.co.uk. Link is in the description below. Okay, so that's his sidearm and his primary done, but I also do want to get him a small sniper rifle as well. I did pop over there a couple of weeks ago and he had to go at my SSG-10, and it was just a bit too long and front heavy. He found it difficult to hold up. So I think we're going to want to get him something short. I think a striker could be a really good option. Aries striker. So we've got the AS03, but I want him to have a stock. I'm not too sure how the kind of like pirate pistol would work for him. Do they have any other ones available? This is more the kind of thing we're looking for. The Aries Amoeba Striker Kneecapper. OD green too. And that's good because it's already kind of camoed, but if you want to add like a little bit of paint to it, a bit of brown, a bit of black to like give it some texture, that is already a good starting point. So yes, we will go for that. Boom! Add to basket. Okay, so that's his primary, pistol, and sniper rifle done. So that is all okay for now. But we do need to get his dad a rather fancy gun. Now I think that within Airsoft, recoil is a really good option. And I remember when I was at the Norwich offices, I had a little go with the Rare Arms like gas rifle. It's so cool. So let's see if we can find one of them. Patrol base, Rare Arms AR GBBR. Perfect. There we go. Let's have a little look. And it's out of stock. That's a bit of a pain. Surplus store, thoughts on it. They got shells there. We've got a magazine for it. It's in stock at Swit Airsoft at $1,600 US, but his birthday's coming up really soon. So ideally I need to have stuff which is within the UK and quickly to get. So that's going to be a no there as well. Okay, so what else can we do? I mean, recoil I think is a must. He wants to be able to put tons of BBs downrange as well. How about some kind of like recoil machine gun type thing? That could be good. Airsoft recoil machine gun. Defcon Airsoft has been good so far. Let's have a little look and see what they've got in terms of recoil rifles. We're going straight to the Tokyo Marui MK46 Mod0 next gen. £1,350, and that's discounted from 1,400 quid. Oh my god, that is expensive, but it does look really cool, and it's TM as well, so you know, quality wise it's gonna be good. I'm not so sure about the fake bullet things though. I always find them to be a little bit cringy. Let's go YouTube and let's have a little look to see what it actually looks like when it's being used. It may change my mind. Okay, so it does look cool. I mean, I don't know how I feel about the bullets. Wait, they move! The bullets move! Okay, that's pretty sick. This has to be the one. Oh my God, that is jokes. Holy look how big it is. Oh my God, it's huge. How many boxes does this thing come in? I feel like I am sold on this. It looks sick. Oh my God, you actually lift the top up to load it as well. I'm sold on it. As a party piece, something to show off and just to be like, look at this cool airsoft gun. This wins it for me, you know? And it's got like a big old box magazine as well, so it's gonna have at least 1,000 rounds in it, so you're not gonna be wanting to like reload too often when you're out in the field. This is the one. Let's go for it. I'm sold. I'm legit. I'm just straight up sold on this. It's £1,349 and 99 pence. Just remember, this isn't my money, okay? I think he is actually gonna be really, really happy with this. So add to cart. I hope he likes it. I mean, if he doesn't like it, do you think he'd be angry at me? Would you be angry at me? If you gave me £5 to buy airsoft stuff and I bought you this, would you be angry at me? That's his gun down, that's the son's guns down. However, there is also one more gun that I need to buy before we get all the extra bits of kit, and that is a TAG grenade launcher. Now, when I went over there, I took my little TAG ML36 thing here, this underbarrel grenade launcher, which does things like this. It actually fires proper grenades out of it that go across the field, explode, and take everyone out. And he loved it, and he wants one of those too. So let's see if we can find one of those. So ML36 TAG grenade launcher. 778 out of stock at Airsoft World, 680 out of stock at Bespoke. This is a bit of an issue. I'm going to sell him my one. I'm going to give him this one that's right here. As much fun as it was for me to take it out in the field, it's too expensive for me to actually consistently run. It's a super cool gun. Like, I absolutely love it. And I've made a load of custom parts for it as well, which will go up on the Project Airsoft website very soon. But for me, it's something which isn't practical, sadly. So we're going to resolve this out of stock issue by giving him the one that's on the wall. It's a sad day for me. I've had a lot of fun with that, but his time has come. Along with that, though, we do need to get him a ton of grenades too. So we are going to order 10 boxes of tag rounds. So he's got a nice even 100 to get him started. I hope he enjoys this. Like, this is a lot of money to spend. This is a lot of pressure on me, by the way. If I don't get this right, if I mess up and I get this wrong, that is a lot of pressure on me to, you know, to have all of this stuff go wrong. Now, there is a load of extra accessory bits that I need to get as well. I need to get them like some rigging, some boots, pouches, you know, safety. I want to get a chrono as well, like sights, things like that. I'm going to breeze through all of that now because otherwise this video is going to be like 3 hours long. So I'm going to quickly buy all this stuff, get it here, and then we're going to go through it all and check out everything we got.
3 days later.
This isn't even all of it. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. I'm gonna kind of move this into a bit more of a processable state, then we'll start having a little look at what we've got here. This is just absolutely insane. Before we get into opening all of this stuff though, if you're not subscribed yet, please do hit that big subscribe button. I'll really appreciate it because it really does support the channel. And hey, you're going to enjoy future content because we do stuff like this. On to opening things. Let's try and go through things a bit methodically, like how I did when I was buying everything in the first place. We started off with the primary for his son, which we have gone for the G&G CM16 ARP9. I have seen these in the field quite a lot. I've never actually used one of these before myself, but I feel like it's going to be a really good shout. It's got a standard V2 gearbox and he wants to be doing some upgrades and learn how to do that kind of teching. So that means it's very upgradable for him. I expect at some point in the near future they'll put a gate titan in here. And because it's full polymer, it's nice and lightweight, so it's going to be easy for him to use. It sounds snappy as hell, and it actually has quite a nice trigger on there already too. So that is something which I like to see. And you know what? That actually does feel really nice. Like, it's got the little PDW stock at the back. It does come with that one stick mag on there as well, which is one of the windy bottom high cappers. But in order for him to have maximum fun, I did also decide to get him one of the ARP9 drum magazines as well. It's not an electric feed drum mag, it is a winding drum mag, and you literally just do that on the front there like that, and then you're all good to go. But this is going to be, what, it's 1,500 rounds? Yeah, 1,500 rounds compared to the 300 or so, if that this magazine has. So this is like, what, over 4 times the size of that magazine? He's just going to be able to run around, shoot a ton, and have a load of fun. So yeah, that, as a first riff, I'm sure anyone would be happy with. Next up, we looked at the sidearm for him, of which we got the AAP01. Now, this is a fantastic little pistol, and if you've seen some of my earlier gameplays, you would know that I've actually run this as like an SMG, and I've run this as a DMR. It is a very versatile piece of kit, and it's also very lightweight too, because it's all fully polymer. It's also pretty quiet as well, because in terms of the slide, that is the slide, and it's all plastic. So compared to some of the other GBB pistols you can get out there, this is quite quiet. Along with that as well, we did opt to get the AAP01 folding stock too, because this allows you to shoulder the pistol and use it much more like an SMG, or in my case, a DMR, like I did in this video. Hey. This thing attaches so easily as well. You just unfold it like that, and it literally just kind of like goes on the back here. Of course, I need to take off the rear iron sight, and oh my god, it is a very, very cool addition. Next up for him, we decided to get a short sniper rifle, and we went for the Aries Amoeba Striker Kneecapper. Now, this thing I've been quite curious of, because as you know, I do play sniper a lot, and I've never personally really been that interested or wanting to get one of the Amoeba Striker sniper rifles. So this could either be a moment where I'm like, oh god, what have I done? Or I'm gonna be like, hey, that's pretty good. Imagine if this made me actually want to buy one myself. God, that would be mad. You know what? Yeah, I actually kind of like that. To go along with the sniper rifle as well, we did get Vortex Crossfire 2. This is a 3 to 9 times scope. And of course, because it's a Vortex scope, it has got a lifetime warranty. So if it does break, get smashed up, anything like that, you can send it back and they'll send you a nice, fresh new one. It would be rude not to have a little look, surely. Yep, looks quite scopy. Wow, that is clean though. Oh my day, that's very pretty. That is actually really nice. Oh, look, I look like a pirate. Yar, let's get the matey over there. Now, even though the Striker does come with 2 mags, I always like to have more mags on the field because it's much better to swap a mag than it is to constantly reload the ones that you've got. So I opted to get 3 of the larger size magazines for it as well. Now, all of this stuff, I am going to be doing individual unboxings too and looking at it in a bit more detail. So if you want to check that out, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on all of that content. Next up, we have got the Tag Innovations ML36 grenade launcher. But as I said before, we're actually going to be giving him this one that's on the wall. Now, I have designed and made a load of accessories for this already, including this little stock holder on here, this sight rail and mount, and also this grenade holder mount here as well. All of these things, we're going to be giving them to them as well because they just like really do improve the usability of the grenade launcher. Usually, it would just be like an underbarrel launcher where you've got this Picatinny rail mount here and you'd put that on the bottom of your gun. So if they do want to do that with any of the rifts that they have, they would be able to. But I actually really enjoyed using this just as like a standalone gun, and I did do a gameplay where I ran this as a primary for the whole day. That video hasn't gone live yet, but again, if you want to see that, get subscribed so you don't miss out. And of course, you could have a tag launcher without any tag rounds. So we've got a big box of 100 grenades right here that we're going to be sending his way. But I do want to open it up just to check that they're in there. I need to be careful. This knife cuts through everything. And yeah, when you're cutting into a box of grenades, you don't really want to cut through anything you're not supposed to. Look at that. A cheeky little box of 10 grenades. That's what they look like there. Now, these are the fates, so that means they've got a double usage. They either explode on impact or they explode after 5 seconds. We are getting to opening the MK46 machine gun, but before we get to that, I just want to quickly blast through all of the little bits that we've got as well. So we've got 2 Picatinny Vert grips. One of them is going to be used on the MK46, the other one you can use on the ARP9. The ARP9 does only have M-lock on the bottom, but I've got tons of M-lock to Picatinny adapters, so I'm going to chuck one on there for him, and then he can use this Vert grip. Then we've got an Acetech Chrono. This is the exact same chrono that I use, and because he wants to start doing teching, this is a must. Literally everyone who plays Airsoft should have a chrono. Then we've got 2 extra magazines for him to use with the AAP01. I did have a little look to see if I could find a drum mag for him, but I just couldn't find them in stock anywhere. Then for batteries, I decided to go for the Titan Li-Ion because apparently they're just the best, most amazing batteries that you can get. I'm happy that I've got these in my possession now because I am going to do some tests of these with the SSR90 to see what batteries are best. And apparently they outperform every other type of Airsoft battery out there. These were a little bit more pricey than your standard battery, but hey, I'm happy to pay for the performance if it is actually worth it. Then we've got this big old box of stuff, most of which did come from Amazon, but there's also some stuff in here from Project Airsoft too. So we got a G&G Armament hat, which they sent for free with the ARP9, which was nice. A 1 Tigris battle belt, or is it Tigris? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, please. I literally have no idea which is the right one. I felt like the battle belt was the best route because he is quite small, and when he tried on the rigging that I took over, it was just a little bit too cumbersome and big. So I think just having a belt and everything mounted on that is going to be the best option. To go on the belt, I got him a Molly bottle holder so he can take a bottle of BBs out with him, and if he does get through his drum mag, he's got a full bottle of BBs ready to go. And it actually came in a 2-pack, so he can have 2 bottles on him if he wants. A 1 Tigris, again, admin pouch, and the reason why I went for the admin pouch is during your early stages of airsoft, you're always kind of swapping your kit up and you don't really know exactly what the next thing is going to be that you're going to be using. So having a generic admin pouch means that you could just swap up what's in there really easily without having to worry about buying extra things. So in this, he can put his sniper magazines, he could put pistol magazines in here, he could put BBs in here if he wanted to. Literally, admin pouches are fantastic when you're swapping your kit around a lot and you don't want to have to buy specific loadouts for every single thing you run. Then, being a bit more specific, I got him 2 of Viper Tactical magazine pouches. Now, these are the extended magazine pouches instead of the shorter ones. And even though he's only got short standard magazines for the AAP01, I went for these because they're a bit more versatile. If he decides in future he wants to get extended magazines for that, or if he wants to run more stick mags for his ARP, then these are going to be able to be used for that purpose. So again, trying to build some versatility into his build is the key goal here. Next up, we got a universal holster. Again, Molly, this is going to be mounted on the belt so we can put his pistol into this. And it's a universal mount, so that means if he does get a different pistol in future, he's still going to be able to use the same holster. Then we got some gloves, a pair of smalls for him and a pair of mediums for his dad to use. I actually have a selection of these going up on the Project Airsoft website as well, so if you want to bag yourself some gloves, head over to the link in the description below. Then we got 2 new Pro speed loaders, just because it's always good to have as many speed loaders around that you can. Now we're coming to some of the protection that we got. I got 3 of the Boller tracker glasses. Now the reason why I got 3 is they like to entertain over at their house, and if they do have guests over, we want their eyes to be safe if they are shooting airsoft guns. So all of these are pretty much guest eye pros for them to use. But then I also did get a 1 Tigris face mask here. Now this is the type of face mask that I've used pretty much through my entire airsoft career, and these are just fantastic. So this would be for his dad to use when they do actually go out in the field and play airsoft together, and he'll probably use one of the pairs of tracker glasses as well. Then we've got a 2-pack of bump cap inserts. Now these are fantastic for making headshots not hurt. These can just get inserted into any cap, and every shot that you get taken to the head will just bounce off. You'll hear it and you'll feel a little bit of something, but there's no pain at all, and that's why these are fantastic. Then we've got a bottle of WE gas for the AAP01. Only really needs 1 bottle for now. He's probably not going to use the pistol a huge amount, and hey, if they do use that gas up, it's really easy to order some more off Amazon. A bag for them to store their batteries in. Granted, this is a LiPo bag and I got them Li-ions, but hey, I always like to keep my batteries secure and safe in one place, and what better place to be than a little LiPo safe bag. Then we've got a Prometheus purple hop rubber, and that is to go in the ARP9. I'm not going to be installing that though, because he wants to learn how to tech. He's going to be doing this. I'll probably teach him and tell him how to do it, but I'm not going to do it myself, because teach a man to fish, they never need to have your help to install a hop rubber with you around again. Then we have got not 1, but 2 Feyachi RDS36 red dot sights. These are fantastic little red dot sights, and they're really cost effective as well. And then finally, 3 bottles of my StayFreshShoe 0.3 gram BBs. Now these are non-bio BBs, and they are available on the website. I do them in bio as well, along with 0.28 grams in bio and non-bio too. So if you want some of my balls, head over to the website. Again, link is in the description below. That is everything apart from the Tokyo Marui MK46 Mod0. So let's get that on the table and have a little quick look at it. This isn't an optical illusion, by the way. This thing is genuinely just this bloody big. That's what over £5,000 can get you for airsoft stuff. I have got so many unboxings to shoot now, and I'm also going to be doing extra content too, focusing on my recommended build for brand new players to airsoft. So yeah, hit the subscribe button, enjoy that future content, and I'll see you there.